Something else I was going to bring up in story form is that I saw on my Twitter feed that somebody was mentioning how their family got a Carolina Reaper hot sauce and that they were afraid to try it. Now, as a connoisseur of spicy hot sauces myself, I feel it only makes sense to dwell on my own memories and talk about them now. Let me tell you. The first super spicy hot sauce I've ever tried, I do believe, is the Flashbang hot sauce. I'm not sure they actually sell it anymore because I'm pretty sure they came across some legal reasons or legal disputes because they quite literally sold something that looked pretty much exactly like a Flashbang. And that's not exactly the coolest thing to do. So they might not be selling that anymore. But that was... Here, let me look it up. I think 3 million Scoville units, but just to double check. Yes, it was actually 3.5 million Scoville units. That was the first ever spicy hot sauce I've ever tried at a Pepper Palace in San Antonio. Now, at the time, I was fairly young and ill-experienced when it came to spicy hot sauces, so it was a little much for me. I had to sign a waiver, I had to sign my name, I had to get a guardian to sign their name, just to try it. It actually, looking back on it, wasn't too bad, and I'll tell you why. The second time I've ever tried a super spicy hot sauce was in, I want to say Tennessee. It was either Tennessee or New Mexico. It was in another Pepper Palace. And this time they had a new Spice King, a new Spice Champion, standing at top in that little glass case at the front of their store with the pin board right next to it, with a waiver right there, so I can sign your name and basically burn off your tongue. Can you guess how many Scoville units this hot sauce was? I'll give you the name. The End. That's literally the name. The End. The End hot sauce. Guess how many Scoville units? If I am correct, I think it was between 7 to 8 million Scoville units. Now, here's the crazy thing. I had a tad bit more experience this time. And I entered the shop, I tried the hot sauce, and my face did not change. I had the recommended dosage, I signed the waivers, I stood there, put it on my tongue. No, nothing. No sweats, no hiccups, no pain, no anything. I don't know. I look at the store people, they're looking at me with awe. They're saying, how is this kid doing this? And then they tell a story about how multiple frat boys came in not too long before me, tried the same amount, ended up throwing up in the bushes outside. And I thought, okay, either I'm a robot like everybody at school would call me, or it's just not that spicy. Or I could have just burned off my taste buds, was actually in pain, and didn't know it. Well, I tried another, I think, if I can recall, I think I tried another dosage, and still nothing. So, of course, I had to buy the t-shirt, get the sticker, and buy the bottle of hot sauce. I now own that bottle of hot sauce today, and I've had it for, I want to say, over a year now, maybe 2, and I don't really use it too much. I have used it on burritos and Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Every now and then I go back and try it. It is spicy, but it doesn't linger. It hits you immediately and doesn't build up. It doesn't build up, doesn't go away slowly, it just kind of goes away. It's actually surprising when it goes away because you're like, where'd it go? where'd it go? I just tried this crazy hot sauce and it's gone. Didn't need milk, didn't need water, didn't need an ice cube, didn't need to run outside and go to the sprinkler. I don't know. I think natural hot sauces build up longer, but they can never really get as high of a Scoville rating as unnatural. So, depending on if the Carolina Reaper hot sauce was natural or not, might vary in your experience. So, I guess that's my input.